my name is Tori and this is my YouTube channel. So today I'm actually pretty excited about this video because we're talking about one of my one true loves, cruising. So if you're thinking about, considering, the thought is in the back of your mind of potentially kind of sort of getting on a boat, this video is for you. Or if you already booked a voyage, we're going to talk about the 10 things that I wish I knew before going on my first Carnival cruise. I really don't want to be before you long because I'm hungry and it's lunchtime. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it, why don't we? Cool? Cool. So number one, I wish I knew to research the deck plans of my boat before selecting my room. This is not a huge deal. It's really not a make or break kind of situation, but let's just paint a picture, right? Let's say that you're somebody who doesn't mind being amongst the noise when you're out on the Lido deck or you're at a show or at the club. Like, you don't mind the noise then. But when you go to your room, you really kind of want it to be a little quiet. Well, that's not going to work if you booked a room that's above or below the club or near the galley or near where the shows are. You're going to be hearing noise all day long. So I would recommend, if you don't like that kind of noise when you're in your room, book a room that's a little further away from the entertainment. And on Carnival's website, it'll let you know the deck plans for that boat. They'll let you know where everything pretty much is. So you're able to make a decision a little better based on where certain things are on the boat. But on the flip side, let's say you're someone like me who wants to be able to walk out of their room, walk up a couple of flights of stairs and be on the Lido deck near all the food, or be able to walk down a couple of flights of stairs and be at the club. Well, you don't want to book a room that's further away from that, because one night when you're trying to stumble from the club back to your room, that's going to be a long journey. So book a room that's closer to the entertainment and not further away. Again, this is not a deal breaker, it's not a huge deal, but it is something that will help you just kind of tailor your experience a little better to you as a vacationer. Number two, and this one is going to be like, girl, I'm not doing that. But number two, join the Facebook cruise groups. So I knew that there was like the general Carnival cruise group, but I did not know that they had Facebook groups for your exact voyage. And the only reason I really like those is that it really kind of helps you build up the excitement with strangers. Like, it's kind of cool to get to kind of sort of know people before you even get on the boat, because they'll see you on the boat and they'll be like, hey Tori, it's me, Sarah from the Facebook group. And you're like, oh hey Sarah. So it does help you build up the excitement, and it's just really cool. And they'll also plan like little events that Carnival is not hosting, but the people that are in that group will have like a Rep Your City Day. I think the last cruise I went on had a Rep Your City Day. You'll wear paraphernalia of the city that you're from and meet up in the Red Frog Rum Bar and just have a good time, drink, party, whatever, play some games. Now, I didn't go to that activity, but if you're somebody who likes kind of like, you know, mingling, mixing and mingling, then definitely join the Facebook group for your voyage. Number three, don't rush to board early if you don't need to. Our first cruise we drove in, I was rushing trying to get there because I selected an 11 a.m. check-in time. Well, come to find out, the rooms aren't even ready as soon as you get on the boat. So we had like jackets on, we had book bags, and we had to walk around the boat with that because we were there so much earlier before the rooms were actually going to be ready. So if you can help it, book a check-in time that's closer to like 1:30, maybe 2, because then it'll be less time before your room is ready and you'll be able to put your stuff down and not have to worry about it. Number four, do not use a debit card for your sail and sign account. When you first book your cruise and it's time to do all the preliminary paperwork on Carnival's website, they'll ask you to put a form of payment on your sail and sign account, right? They take a debit card, they take a credit card, and you can also do like a cash deposit once you get on the boat. So you just bring the cash and you put it on your account that way. Well, if you use a debit card, they put holds on your card for every time you reach a certain threshold. Well, if you haven't planned for that and you don't have enough money on your card to cover all those different thresholds, you will potentially get overdrafted, and then you'll have to face overdraft fees in the whole situation, and it's not reconciled until long after the cruise, but by then you've already been hit with the overdraft fees. But if you use a credit card, by the time your statement comes, all those holds have already been reconciled, so you really don't have to worry about all the drama. Number five, and this is a big one. If you enjoy a drink or two or 8 on your vacation, I would recommend getting the drink package if you can swing it. Now, I know that is a heavy swing, and it's certainly a heavy lift. I think it's like $60 a day per person per day, and everyone in your cabin has to have the drink package. But let's just do some calculations here, why don't we? So let's say that each drink costs $10, give or take some dollars, right? So when you wake up in the morning on your vacation, you're like, yeah, I'm waking up, I want a specialty coffee. Well, that's one drink right there. Hold up, do not look at my nails, I need you to focus. I want a specialty coffee. That's one drink. Well, you go to brunch now and you want to get a mimosa, maybe 2. We're at 3 drinks. You go to the Lido deck, you're laid out, you're listening to the steel drum, you want a drink. maybe 2. And then you go back to your room, you chill out, it's time for dinner. You want a glass of wine, maybe 2. You go to the club that night, you want another drink. Well, that's 8 drinks, right? And so that's $80, whereas the drink package is $60 a day. So you've already saved $20, and that's just assuming that you're only doing 8 drinks. Sometime on vacation, you probably wanna do 10, 11 drinks. I don't know your life, that's not my business. I'm just painting a picture, right? So just consider getting the drink package. Let me tell you what happened to me one time. We did not get the drink package, right? We figured, oh, you know, we can kind of calculate in our minds what we're paying. We have a general idea of the budget, so all will be well. Well, the minute those drinks start flowing, especially when you're in the club, you're like, bartender, hit me, and another one, and another one. Before you know it, we owed $800 at the end of our cruise. And that's not just drinks, that's including milkshakes, specialty coffees, the fresh squeezed juices, all those things, right? We owed $800. If we would've just got the drink package, I think the total was like $690, like $700, somewhere in there. Regardless, we ended up spending more for buying each drink outright than just going ahead and getting the drink package. Also, there is something to be said about just not having to worry about it. Not having to watch your pockets, not having to figure out how much you're spending, just being able to go up to the bar and get whatever drink you want and not think twice about it. That's just my opinion, I'm just trying to put you on game. Number 6, if you can, drive or fly in a day early. I cannot explain to you how stressful it is to hope and pray that there are no flight delays, that the weather's okay, that your flight can take off, that there isn't any traffic when you're driving in, that you don't get a flat tire, that your car don't start acting crazy, because you know your car starts acting crazy when you got somewhere to go. It is so stressful. It's much easier to just fly or drive in a day early, stay at a hotel. And let me add, a lot of the hotels that are near the ports, they'll have like cruise and park packages to where if you stay there at night, you'll be able to park your car there for the duration of your voyage, which 9 times out of 10, really 10 times out of 10, is cheaper than paying to park at the port. Paying to park at the port. Hey, paying to park at the port. Paying to park at the port. It's cheaper than paying to park at the port. Number 7, get multiple appetizers and desserts. Why ain't nobody told me you can get multiple appetizers, multiple desserts? I mean, you really shouldn't be getting like more than 3 because that's a bit greedy. But you can get multiple appetizers, you can get multiple desserts. Now, I could have sworn pre-pandemic, you can get as many entrees as you want as well. But somewhere along the line, that changed. So you can only get 2 entrees, and after the second entree, then it's $5 per entree. But 2 is still really good. So I would say get as many appetizers as you want, because they oftentimes have appetizers that you would never try on a regular basis. I would never try alligator bites. Never try alligator bites, but I tried alligator bites that day. So definitely get as many appetizers that look good to you and desserts that look good to you, but figure out the top 2 entrees that look good to you and get both of those too. Number 8, bring a reusable tumbler and reusable straws. This was actually a big deal for me. So the cups that they give you on the Carnival Cruise for the little drink station that has lemonade, sweet tea, like the orange juice and the water, all that, they're like this big. And so can you imagine filling this up with ice and then pouring some orange juice in there? You're not gonna have any juice in there. So I recommend bringing a reusable tumbler to where you can fill that up and not have to worry about making multiple trips back to the drink machine. Also, the bottled water on Carnival Cruises is garbage. Terrible. Basura. It is nasty. It's called like Crystal Geyser or something like that. And if that's your favorite water, I apologize. I hope this is not offensive, but I think it is disgusting. But the water that's at the little drink area is much better. So I recommend bringing that reusable tumbler, especially at night, so that you can fill it up with water and not have to worry about going back and forth or worry about paying for a bottle of water that tastes like urine. And at some point, they changed the straws from regular straws to candy straws. Well, don't nobody want to sit there and have a strawberry piece of candy while they're drinking a pina colada. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know, I don't. So I recommend bringing a reusable straw so that you can just drink your drink. You don't have to worry about this candy straw disintegrating in your mouth while you're trying to relax and enjoy your pina colada. Number 9, buy you a Carnival Cruise gift card. I had no idea that they even had Carnival gift cards until I went on like 2-3 cruises. Then I realized, I'm like, where are all these Carnival gift cards coming from? If you have money to spare on a random trip to the grocery store, get a Carnival gift card. You're able to use those gift cards towards excursions, towards your voyage, towards all kind of things. So it's definitely worth it to go ahead and stack those gift cards away for a rainy day. Bars. And number 10, take all the pictures they try to take of you. Take all of them. My first cruise, I had no idea of the kind of the setup of the picture taking. So I would be like, no pictures, no pictures. Because for some reason I thought that I was gonna have to pay for them right then. Well, turns out they'll have a whole floor dedicated just to pictures. So every time you take a picture that day or maybe the next day, they'll have those pictures up all along the wall. So you'll be able to go kind of walk down memory lane a little bit and just kind of relive those moments. So if you like the picture, you can buy it. If you don't like the picture, you can recycle it. It's not a big deal, but definitely take all the pictures so you at least have the opportunity to take some of those home with you if you like them. You won't be able to take them home if you don't take the picture. Duh. Well, that's all for the top 10 things that I wish I knew before my first Carnival cruise. Again, I actually have a lot of things that I wish I knew. If you're interested, let me know. I'll drop a part 2. But until then, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Ciao for now.